You know what? I've been wanting to know, who do you know is worse between Jay-Z and P Diddy?
Jay-Z.
Break that down and explain to us why you say that.
Diddy is sloppy. Jay-Z is a lot more covert, which allows him to get away with a lot more than Diddy would, until the witnesses come forward and feel safe enough to come forward. No one will ever truly know how terrible that man is. But I'm telling you for a fact, he is worse than Diddy. And if anyone wants to question why I can say so, it's because I do have a picture with Mr. Carter, even though I don't have a picture with Mr. Combs. See, someone once said, Jag said she don't take pictures with the devil, but she got pictures with Jay-Z, because I didn't know he was the devil. And I know there's a lot of men that turn their heads at men like that in the business that I grew up in, called the music industry. So turning your head to turn a buck is common. I didn't realize who I had gotten myself involved with, say.
Yeah. They say that Jay-Z is really bad, but it's like he's so sneaky and low key with it. It's hard to it's hard to see it unless you're really looking. You know what I'm saying?
And that's because he's a government informant, and I'm not saying that allegedly. And he was a government informant before he became a rapper.
Try to put yourself in my mind for a minute. So I see all this terrible bad stuff and heard the stories and read all the lawsuits, well, at least some of them that's against P Diddy. And then so you say with so much confidence, and I believe you, by the way, because you were there, that Jay-Z is worse. Can you dig more into that? Because to be worse than P Diddy after the things that we've seen and heard is like on a whole nother level back. Can you really get us to really understand and give us a visual of what you're saying when you say that?
Break it down very simple. As we know now, Diddy is a drug addict, and has been a drug addict for many years. He's also an egomaniac. He's extremely narcissistic and highly insecure. A person with those kind of character flaws, this kind of behavior should be easy to understand. But when it comes to Mr. Carter, he's 10 times more covert, and he is not a drug addict like Mr. Combs, which means everything that he's doing is not only premeditated, but it is calculated. See, Diddy is king of crimes of opportunity. Jay-Z creates the opportunity for his crimes and builds the cover up as he's committing them. That's a much stronger predator. That's discipline. Have you ever seen the movie Kiss the Girls?
No, I don't watch many movies. I just don't watch TV. It's crazy.
It's an old movie. Morgan Freeman, Ashley Judd. Morgan Freeman was hunting a serial killer, and Ashley Judd ended up becoming a victim that escaped. But she remembers all of the women that she left behind, so she joined the investigation to give them access to her memory, to everything, to her testimony, to free the other women. And as they started investigating and continued investigating, as it turned, they came to find out that it wasn't one, it was two. One was on the East Coast and one was on the West Coast. They were competing, they were collaborating, they were admiring each other's harems. They would kidnap one woman at a time, get a stable, and have all those women worship them as they tortured them. They were exchanging video files, sex tapes, terrifying and horrifying the women for sport, sending it back and forth to each other. As we've heard 50 Cent say on several occasions, Diddy sent him damaging footage of Cassie himself while they were in a relationship. As the investigation went on, the one that they caught first was the one on the West Coast, the sloppy one, the one who had very little impulse control. See, the one who had control was teaching the sloppy one how to get away with it. And it was the sloppy one that led them back to to the main one, who turned out to be a law enforcement officer himself.
Oh. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Who do you think is next? Because it's a lot. It's a lot going on. Who
Jay-Z
is
is next.
Jay-Z?
I declare that in the name of Yeshua. He is next.